Hey, what's up, everybody? So today is day 2 of the shop cleanup, and I've got to really focus on getting that trailer out of here. I wish there was a way that I could put it up or something, but I might find a different place for it. For right now, I'm going to set it outside, and I'm going to move the lawnmower out too, and then I'm going to focus on this area here because that's like prime real estate right there. That's taking up you know yeah. So I'll situate things around. Um, yeah. Sorry for the noise. Got my heater going. As soon as I get everything out, the heater's only going to be on for so long, and then I'll cut it off because it'll get hot in here. Okay. So let's do this. That'll work. I might have like some kind of big giveaway. Like I'll do like a, hey, one item per person, type giveaway. Like I'll set it up. You'll have to come to me to get it. But I'll be like, okay, here you go. Here's the big giveaway, whatever. One man's junk, right? And of course, it's still really cold. See if I remember how to start this thing. Hope it'll start. Cold. Gotta find some gloves, work gloves. I usually have several pairs. By the way, if you want to, I know I've said this before, but I'll say it again. If you want a cheap pair of your work gloves, go to Harbor Freight. I think they still sell them. They're usually like $6 for a pair. Yeah, good, nice, thick. Me, I have to wear extra large. I got huge hands, so. Uh, and if you ever get me anything to wear or whatever, I wear extra large shirts, extra large gloves. Um, let's see, what else was there? Extra large jacket. But as far as shoes, though, I mean, I wear it depends on what it is. I either wear a 12 or a 13. But anyway, all right. Let's see if we can get this thing out of here. Um, yeah, right there. My dad, my dad made this for me to pull behind my little four wheeler back in the day, and I recently it was coming apart, so I recently put it back together in a better way. But what I'll do is I will, since I got like piles of leaves up there, I'll hook this up behind either the tractor or the three wheeler and shovel a bunch of leaves in it. Yeah, works pretty good. Another thing I can do is lay a tarp in it, put the leaves in there, and then bring the tarp together. And yeah, one good thing you can do with a tarp is if you get a tarp, most of them have like let me show you here, the little neat idea. So on this one right here, you have the loop holes here. And so what you do is you take like a piece of rope and you run it through there, and then you make a drawstring. So you right. Get this out of here. Also thought about making. Hang on, bear with me 1 second. Gotta get this door closed so I can get that heater off. Fun. Turn my fan on. I have a stand-up fan right there, but I'm not going to turn that on. Not yet. So anyway, what I was going to do is I was going to take some wood and build up sides on that trailer. So the sides are 3-4 foot tall, and you can really dump some stuff in there. Okay. All right, where are we at? Okay. You can feel the cold air just kind of like simmering in here. So I'm still on I'm still on the lookout for my zip tie gun. I swear to you, I hung that thing up somewhere. I don't know. It's probably staring right back at me. There's my dustpan I was looking for. Another thing, like what I'll do is I'll find something like this. Like I'll take this, I'll run a screw into that or a hook, and then that way I can hang that up. Okay? But like I'll hang stuff up everywhere. And whatever I can find to either a nail or a screw or a hook, whatever I can find to hang stuff up. Because there's tons of places to hang stuff up. If you look over here, right back there where the Men of Steel sign is, that's all pegboard. And some stuff I got in there. There's another pegboard right there too. This place has a lot of room, but you just gotta clear it all out, right? Okay, so let's see what's next. I'm gonna sweep up this dirt and stuff. It'd be nice if I had somebody over here helping me do this. Like I could be moving the stuff while somebody else sweeps up. Oh well. Want something done, you gotta do it yourself, I guess. Either that or you gotta pay somebody. Right now, I'm not looking at spending any money. I spend enough money as it is. And I try to be wise about spending money. I have this little trash can here. Sort of a neat idea. But I keep all my rubber hoses in it. Any type of rubber hose or plastic hoses, anything like that. Now see, I just found this. Brand new plastic hose, never been used. Just found something. A negative battery cable, brand new. That don't belong in there though. So we'll put that back over here for right now. I'll put this there. These mats right here, when I worked at the auto parts, they were, they would throw out the old mats because they just, they get nasty or whatever. So anyway, I would take them, and so they're great for walking on, laying on, stuff like that. I've got two of them. This one and that was a little longer. So, yeah. Right now I'm laying all this stuff up here. All these mats. Laying all that together. Sorry. I do wish that my trash cans were emptied. I tell you what, I make a lot of trash. I always have a lot of trash. Especially when you get, car parts in and they come in boxes and, wrapped in plastic bags and whatnot. Sweeping up trash. I don't know if it's possible, but in the future, I would like to. I know you've seen the videos of people. They have these really nice shops, and it's usually a shop that's like connected onto their house or something like that. But they have that flooring, their floor covered in that gray paint or whatever it is, epoxy or whatever. I don't know. And, you know, they throw down the sprinkle stuff and do all that on it. And it looks real nice and everything. But as you can see, my floor, since like 1968 or whatever, you know, there's been so much oil and coolant spilled on this floor, you know, dirt and everything. I mean, it's cement, which is a good thing. I do have, let's see, I have one crack right there. But that's all I have. One 4-foot crack, maybe 5 feet long. So that's not too bad. All right, let's see what else. It's that other mat. Let's just stick that on there. And them things, they are dirty. There's probably a way to wash them, but when you get into a shop like this, you know, you're going to get dirty no matter what. I don't care. I mean, don't get me wrong, it would be nice to have a super clean shop where you go in there, you can go in there with a tuxedo and work on a car, you know, come out looking all shiny and everything, but that ain't going to happen. No, sir, that will not happen. Let's see, what we got here? I have some wire here. Oh, this came down from, can't believe I forgot that. So this was wire that Dad had ran this wire from this building to a metal building out there, so I could have like an outlet, a 110 outlet, so I could plug in a light or something. But I took it down because I wasn't doing anything with it. So, but it's good. It's good thick wire though. I mean, it's, you know, I guess the type of stuff you put in the house or used to. I don't know. But anyway, put that in there. Okay, what else? This is a lid to something. Oh, goes to that. All right, so the trash I'm going to move for right now. It's not permanent. Let's see which way is that going. I might have my fan going the wrong way. I can't remember which way it is. There's a switch on your fan, right? On your ceiling fan? Usually there is. It goes either go up or down. So what that's for is either one's for wintertime and one's for summertime. So I wonder if let me switch it and see what happens. Come on. Get it there. I can't reach it. I can't get it with that. Not getting on that. Most of these stools in here, they're okay to sit on, but most of them you don't want to sit. You don't want to stand on them. Well, we'll just do the smart thing and get a ladder. So people ask me what do I run in that heater, and so I run diesel. For several reasons. You can run kerosene in it, but the kerosene tends to when you start burning it, you can tell it's kerosene. Like it fills up the room, man. You walk into that room and is it going to work? I really need a new, bigger fan. The bearings in this thing are probably shot. So it looks like that didn't work. So I don't know if it's because it's wired differently or something, but it only works one way. Although I feel it pushing the air down. So I have one of those things in the ceiling, the turbines that turn, and I believe most of my heat goes out that way. By the way, this is the best ladder ever made, as far as I'm concerned. And if you look behind me, you'll see all kinds of old ladders and stuff. This one is this is the best because it's made out of aluminum for one thing. All my other ones are wood. I do have a plastic one, but it's not in here. Or it's fiberglass. Maybe it's fiberglass. Anyway, it's okay. But I like that one better because it folds all the way out like this. You go from get on the house with that. Okay. Hey, there's a fire extinguisher. Check that out. I don't know if you can see that. That one's old. I need to get rid of all these fire extinguishers and get me a good one. Knock on wood, I've never had to use one. Yeah. Let's hope I never do. All right, anyway. What we got? We got coolant, chemicals everywhere, chemicals. Hopefully I don't have to hang one of those biohazard things on the outside out there. That would suck. Oh, here you go. So awesome. Look it up. It's a great cleaner. Maybe a degreaser. Anyway, it's really good to have. Mom uses it. She puts in a spray bottle and uses it and you spray the clothes. Or you wash the clothes. Put it in the washer. Yeah. Awesome. Let's see. I got that from where'd I get that from? I think I got that from Dollar General. Well, you can look it up. Google it. It'll show you everybody who carries it. Should. Now, these are a little full of oil. Right now, I'm just trying to get everything kind of situated. That's empty. Run out of breath. This is an empty box. This is what the flex pipe came in, I believe, for my Ford. The question is, no, I don't want to break it down because of my cans, my aluminum cans. Eventually, I'll get me one of those big containers, those big, humongous containers. You know what I'm talking about, the like square boxes things, whatever. By the way, you can get those really cheap. Go on Marketplace. It's big square plastic, and it's got like the aluminum or whatever cage around it, and you're supposed to put like fluid in it, I guess. But I can see somebody putting crush a can, put it in there, whatever. You can do all kinds of stuff though. There's a guy who takes them. That's getting too cold. Takes them and he puts. He does all kinds of different things with them. So anyway, yeah, we'll put that to the side. I'm trying not to clutter my space back up over here again, because right now I'm just putting stuff out of the way over there. I'm trying to. It's kind of like one of those puzzles where you go, shh, 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 shh. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember what. Message me in the comments what that puzzle is called. I can't remember, but you know what I'm talking about. Here's another empty box. This had my catalytic converter in it. I put on the Ford, but I don't know. Right now, I can just. Good thing is I just put it to the side. If I want to burn it, all I got to do is go out there and put it in my burn barrel. Cardboard burns very well in a burn barrel. All right, here's a fan. Now, this fan right here, these are cool little fans, $20. As you see how big the fan is. These things are awesome. You can go get these at Dollar General. So, and if you're one of those people that you want to, if you're into like electronics or whatever, you kind of want to fool around, something like that or whatever, you take the motor out of it. That's all it is a motor. It runs off 110. And you can do some weird stuff with, the electronics. Just a little friendly tip there. Oh, man. Let's see. Let's get this. By the way, I really appreciate y'all hanging out with me and seeing what I do. I usually not that type of person, but I usually keep to myself. But these days, I don't know. Just don't care. I'm kind of just, hey, I'm gonna show you what I do. I do have friends that ask me you're like, dude, man, where you been? What have you been doing, man? Also, that's where you been. Dude, I thought you were dead. I'm like, great. Thanks for thinking about me. That's pretty messed up, isn't it? I know. I'm just kidding. I know they mean well. They're just, people worry about me. They do. And, hey, what are you going to do? But, it's all good. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe. A lot of people think they got to pay for subscription. It's not like a magazine back in the 90s. It's free. It's free to subscribe. You know, ring the bell for notification and all that stuff, and make sure you like it and all that. So the one thing is when you do that, and I got a new video that pops up or whatever, if you're interested, it'll be like, hey, you know, Rome's got a new video. Got a lot of wood. Wood. What did I do with that other wood? I think it's over here. Yep, it is. More wood. Got a lot of kindling. By the way, I've been thinking about putting a wood stove in here. It's got its pros and cons. One thing, let's see, pros. Great way to heat up your building. A buddy of mine had one in his old shop, and I mean, dude, you walked in there in wintertime and it was like whoosh, hit you in the face. Yeah, and it was but it was almost too hot. It's like, dude, you need to cut that thing off, man. It boil you out of there. It's like 110 degrees. And so that, and another pro would be no electricity. You know, now I'm out here in the country and I got tons of stuff to burn, right? Cons with that, eventually run out of firewood and everything. Eventually. But I do have several trees I could cut down. So that would burn a long time. So fit every another pro, those little stoves, wood stoves, dude, they're on Marketplace. They're all super cheap to have, to get. Kind of makes you wonder sometimes, like, why do people sell them? Why are they selling it? And why are they selling it so cheap? A lot of times people just change over to gas. They go, oh man, we got gas in here now. We got gas logs. You know, something like that. You know, cons. It's a flame. It's fire. And if you have a shop with chemicals and everything, those two do not mix. So you'd have to keep all your chemicals and everything. Doesn't matter what it is. If it's a chemical, you keep it outside. Get you one of those cabinets. Rubbermaid makes them. I have a small one. Man, did that thing cost a fortune just about. Small fortune. But anyway, you know, something like that. That's what you want to keep all your stuff in like that. But keep it outside. Let's see. Con. This one probably ain't that bad, but when you burn wood like that or whatever, and what would come out would probably get on to everything. I don't know if that's really that big of a deal. But anyway, excuse me. Something just crawled up my nose. I found another pair of gloves. Oh, okay. Here you go. Here's a pair of gloves that I'll show you. This is the pair of gloves that you would buy at Harbor Freight. Bear with me one second. So they're Hardy. They buy Hardy. Right? And I mean, this, you know, they're thick, got the Velcro and all that. Now, mine, the fingers got a little bit of holes in them and whatever, because I do so much grinding on the grinding wheel, and that grinding wheel will hit them and right. But $6. Dude, Harbor Freight's got it going on. I just wish I had one closer to me, because the one that I go to is the one off Gate City. But it's actually, well, it's probably a good thing that I don't have one near me. Because, dude, I would go in there and buy up that whole freaking store. I swear to you, it's just like a kid in the candy shop for an adult, for a male at least. Women, maybe, but it's more male. You know, it's a male thing, I guess. I'm not to be sexist or anything. I'm just saying, how many women do you know go to a store to buy a tool? You know, I'm just stating facts. That's all. Not trying to piss off anybody. But this, I mean, it's true. Like, you go in there, go into Harbor Freight. Count how many women you see in there. Not the workers, not the employees, but people shopping. If you see one in there, you're lucky. Find another box. Yeah. Here is a head. I tried to sell this one time. Nobody wanted it. $100. It's a B20Z head. No, excuse me. It's a B20B, as in boy, head. It needs redone. Needs cleaning. You know, it's got some rust right there. Big block of aluminum. That's what that is. I don't know why I even held on to it. Okay. I'll give you a little tour. Crappy tour. So this, well, there's a lot of metal right there. This is where I've usually put like my bigger pieces of metal. And there's some down in that tote underneath that. Don't worry, I'm gonna move all that. Yeah, bigger metal in there. And then if you come over here, the little pieces of metal in that box right there, mainly. And the little pieces of metal are the best to work with, because, I mean, like when you're making art, right? You know, metal artist, you know, stuff like that. That's where that little stuff, man, it comes in handy, you know. So I don't know if y'all have seen my metal work. My cousin came and took a lot of it and to their store and sold a bunch of it. But it's like little figurines, you know, stuff like that. My mom has a lot of the stuff that I've made. And I've sold some pieces to other people, whatever. But apparently I've been selling the stuff like in the wrong place. So people have told me, like, you got to go set up at one of these craft shows or whatever. Well, the only problem with that, and yes, I've looked into it, for a booth, a regular, you know, square booth, you know, about the size of a car, whatever. It costs so much money to get that, to rent that. So once I pay all that, it's like that's all my profit. So it's stupid. And I've been told that I don't ask enough in price for my stuff. I don't, when it comes to that stuff, I don't really know how to price it. I'll be honest. I don't. Some people say I'm like way off. I've never had one person tell me that I was too much. They'd always be like, man, you're not asking enough for that, you know. Because I'd be like $20 here, $40 here. You know, that's about it. So, jack stands. So, I got 2 down there. Keep another one right here. Try to get the 4 corners going on. So, that helps a lot. Although, I'm probably going to end up moving this. Let's see. I've got a ramp here. Ramp. I got 2 of them. These ramps, Dad used to use these ramps all the time, and lately I've tried to use them, and they're either too tall, or you start going up on them and they slide across the floor. So it's like, what's the point? It ain't no good. Where is that other one at? I know I've got 2 of them. He used to hang them up right there. You know what? He used to hang them up on the left and right. That's right. I remember that. So now I'm going to put those back. I got to move some stuff. So I'll show you what I'm doing here. We're going back in the day, y'all. We're going to take it back. Way back. You ever listen to that guy? It's kind of annoying. We're going to take you back. Way back. It just sounds annoying. This is a thing that goes up against the floor, against the wood or whatever. I don't know if I'll even use that. We'll throw it over here somewhere. It is brand new, but I don't know. If I don't have to throw it away, I won't. Let's see. You know what this is? If you play video games, you know what it is. This is something I made from a video game called Assassin's Creed 3. It is a Warhammer, if I say it right. Actual metal spike that I made. This is wood. These are like leather straps. So it's bigger than the actual one off the game, though, obviously, because the other one's like maybe this short. Now, technically, I could like shave it down and make it so that it's like this, you know. Turn it into a guitar. But it was supposed to be like a, you know, gun, right? A rifle. And so in the game, it is like the best weapon that you can use in the game, I think. It's one of my favorite games. So anyway, I think my buddy dared me to make this, I think. He knows who he is. If he knows who he is, message me in the comments, dude. Let me know. I think it was one day I was like, yeah, I can make one of those. Yeah. And next thing you know, I made it. So anyway. Why do I even have this? Oh my gosh. You get bored, right? Everybody gets bored. Every once in a while. Old grease gun. Actually, I bet it's still got grease in it. Nasty. When you got a lot of time on your hands, you tend to do all kinds of stuff. So there's that. That's how Dad used to have it. And since I'm not using them anymore, we'll put them back. That looks like there was a critter up in here somewhere. Great. I need to clean that up. Motorcycle helmet, bicycle helmet. So a wooden. Probably could use this for, let's see. Nope. Let's see, do I have a place for this? I think I might turn my heat back on. I can feel it on my face. Some cold stuff, man. Well, I'll just put it right here for you. I'm gonna keep moving. What is that? I just found something, y'all. Found something. What is that? It says vintage on it. What? Oh. What is this? Where's my knife? Did I buy that? I don't remember buying this. They are vintage bulbs. Check that out. If you can see that. Dude. I wonder if they're like remakes. I was, at one point, I was making lamps. Like the, what do you call it? The steampunk style lamps. And made in China. That's got to be made by HudsonBulbCompany.com. Hmm. 3,000-hour bulbs. How about that? Well, that's cool right there, man. I don't remember buying those. I'm gonna have to throw those to the side. I'll tell you what, man, you never know what you're gonna find, man. You start cleaning up, you find all kinds of presents. I wonder if there's anything else down in there. I can't see. Let me there's an open package down in there. Do I want to get it though? Junk. I'm going to clean that off in a little bit. Oh, I forgot to, forgot to put the other thing up there. Where is it at? Nose keeps itching. Bear with me. I'm trying to find this other ramp. Oh, there it is. Boy, that was hiding. Really good. Oh, my goodness. Good thing I'm strong. So what it is, there's these oh, sorry about that. There's these two nails up here, and this kind of like hangs on there. Oh man. Get this crap out of here. Get out of here. Come on. Get out of the way. Why is it? God. Ugh. Get off of me. Old saws that belonged to Dad, I guess, and Grandpa. Okay. Took the. I think I'm gonna turn that heat back on. What do y'all think? You're like, no, don't do it. I got to. Okay. Okay. When you take the oil out of your car, get you one of these. These are nice. This is the bigger one. Then you can just take it right on up to your local auto parts store and have them dump it. Let's see. Let's get. This thing ain't right. This is my welder. It's a titanium MiG 140. And when you're doing, work like I do, I mean, it's all you need. But the kicker is the gas. I know it's half and half, but I can't remember exactly what it is. Anyway, it might say on it. If it does, I can't see it. I'm blind. Anyway, it's good stuff. The gas, it just allows the the metal to melt a lot easier, I guess you could say. Anyway, watch if you want to know how to weld, which I know there's a lot of people out there, a lot of younger people now. They're wanting to know a trade. Well, there you go. It's a good little trade. It can be dangerous, but if you're a man, then I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Don't get mad. Get glad. No, it's fun to do sometimes, especially when you get that sucker running just right, lay down that perfect bead. Yeah, it's all good. But what I did is I also, so everything comes separate. The welder's separate, the gas is separate, the gas regulator is separate. By the way, don't pay a fortune for one of these. You can get them really cheap off of Amazon. I never had a problem with them. I've seen like the welding shops trying to sell them suckers for like $200 or something. Like, what the hell is wrong with them? Anyway, the cart. I believe the cart came from Harbor Freight. So yeah, put everything together. Boom. Good to go, man. I was using this thing all the freaking time, and I haven't used it lately. It does cost quite a bit for the gas. I can't remember how much okay, to refill it, I think it's less than $100. The main thing is this cylinder. These are what cost a lot. Now, if you can find one of these cylinders somewhere, really cheap, grab it up, because that's your money right there. Yeah. Get this footage over here out of the way. Getting everything out of the way so I can sweep up. How many buckets is this? That's just one bucket. Spider eggs. Damn spiders. Hate them. I am not a spider guy. Ugh. The lid for the bucket. Found another clamp. Okay. These are my saw horses. Pretty sure I don't need this. Here's a neat little tip for you. Hang on a minute. Woo. Getting hot now, man. Here's a neat little tip for you. If you have a yard sale, I found out that if people pull in and they block your driveway or whatever, and people that want to come in there, they can't, instead of parking on the side of the road, they'll keep on driving on by. So find a way to keep people from blocking your driveway. So anyway, I don't mind if people park on my grass. I've never been one of those old men. Stay off my lawn. Nah, never been one of those. I love going to yard sales and flea markets. Ever since I was a little kid, man, that was the thing. Me and Dad, we'd always go to the Lexington Flea Market, which is still going on. They knocked down a lot of they redid the parking there. So everything that was in the middle, there's basically a giant awning, or like an open shed, what do you call it? There's one of those, but rest of it's all parking lot. And then you got the stuff where, I don't know if y'all ever been there, but when you go in, go to the right, and up in the corner is that little circle up in the corner. They still got all that. And all the way over to the left, they still got all that. We sat up there one time, my first time, this was it this past summer? I think it was. Yeah, this past summer, we set up, me and Mom, we decided to go there, set up a bunch of stuff, sold maybe like one or two things, and that was it. And I was like, man. And nobody ever came around to collect our money for the spot. I think it was like $10 or something. It wasn't even that, I don't think. But anyway, somebody was basically like, man, I ain't wasting my gas money to go right around and collect that. That's pretty much how that went down. So here is another project that I don't know. I'd like to sell this, but I don't know if anybody will buy it. 10 horsepower engine on this thing. It's a wood chipper, or leaf chipper. So it only takes certain size. You can put sticks in it, you know. But somebody, not me, when we first got it, they put a huge freaking log in there, biggest thing they could find, put it in there, and it started spitting out the blades. So then I went in and replaced all the blades. Not that hard to do. Easy to work on. The gas tank, though, was plastic. And the gas tank, I don't even think I have a gas tank for it. The gas tank broke from the weather. I guess getting from hot, cold, or whatever. And it sat out in the shed. And so the plastic just broke apart. So, but it probably wouldn't be nothing to stick another one on there. And it goes right here. That's all. It's just a little, little tank. But this thing, dude, I mean, it's a hoss. Great for making wood chips. Spread around your flower bed or whatever. But I have, so the leg on the front, it actually went the opposite way, so it would stand up. It would stand up like this. Now, the only bad thing about this, everything shoots out the bottom. It's kind of a poor design. But what I did was I turned the leg around to have it go out the front like that. And then all you do is you mount a wheel on there. And then you can roll it around to wherever. Neat, huh? I thought so. I took the wheel off because I sold it to somebody. It was an actual racing wheel with racing tire and everything. Came off my ATC 70. So, so yeah.
But anyway, this little sucker needs to get out of here. Need to go somewhere. I'm gonna get it out of the way so I can sweep up though. That engine's probably worth a lot of money. I need to look that up. The whole thing, I've seen people sell the whole thing for $200 to $400. That's basically what they would go for. The engine doesn't have a lot of hours on it at all. I can almost count on one hand how many times we've used that. So, yeah. The only problem is it's not mine to sell. So that's another thing too. If it's not mine to sell, then well, obviously I'm not going to try to sell it unless I feel like it. But then whoever's it is, then I got to give them the money for it. So, and I'm not being, well, I don't want to say that, but anyway, you know what I'm saying though, like. Old wooden ladder. I feel like I'm just moving stuff. I'm just shuffling around. That's all I'm doing. Trash. This is trash. Man, really need to empty those trash cans. That shouldn't even be here. Trash. This is a grill that I replaced on a 2001 Nissan Xterra that I sold, and I only sold it for $2,000. And dude, I don't even want to talk about it. It's just making me so mad because that car was worth way more than that. That out of the way. Another ladder. I want to get as much out of the way. There's actually a door behind here. I had it open one time a couple years ago. And it was weird. So it's two doors. You got a wooden door with a window. You open it up and there's a huge glass door behind it, screen glass door. Storm door. So when I open it up, when you look out, it's nothing but woods. And it's weird. Like you feel like you're, I don't know, I can't describe it. You feel like you're looking into like another world or something. You'd have to see it. You have to see what I'm talking about. Metal. Here is a this is a lawnmower. That I bought for $10 off somebody. It needs to be thrown in the trash. I don't know anything about it. I tried to use it. It worked halfway. I don't know. But anyway, somebody needs to come and get it. So that'll probably be a giveaway thing. Here's a bunch of bulbs that go to they might go to this. So, well, extra extra bulbs. I think that's right. Those almost don't look like they're working right. It could be me, but they look kind of yellow. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna pull this to the side over here. Put this right here. Once again, thanks for y'all for hanging with me. I really appreciate everybody. That's trash. It's an oil pan that goes to that B20. Too bad I don't have the block. The block was shot. Everything was shot in it. But this is a dented pan. Why would anybody buy this? Yeah, that needs to be thrown out. The head is one thing, but because the head is literally a chunk of aluminum. So, okay. My pants keep falling down. Hope I'm not showing too much butt crack. I got a lot of metal here. And that looks like a nail. That needs to be picked up. Come on, get off of there. There's something there too. I took it upon myself not to drink any water yesterday. And felt fine. Felt good. But usually when you don't drink water, especially me, you tend to feel kind of weird. Dehydrated. Stuff like that. But I felt fine. But I drank some this morning. I feel fine. So I heard that if you drink too much water, it's bad for your kidneys. And if you don't drink enough, it's bad for your kidneys. So which is it? It's both. Right? So I've always said you got to find a medium in everything. Not low or high. You got to find a medium. So that's the whole point there. Don't overdo anything. Now see all this sawdust here and everything? I got a little oil spot. Sweep it right on top of it. Boom. Let that set for a minute. Go back over here. Still got some right here. I got more oil on the floor right here. Man, I used to work at this shop, and the owner will come walking by, and I'm sitting there doing an oil change on a car, and one drop of oil would drop, and he'd be like, get that up right now, get that up. And be like, okay, sorry. It was anal. I'm like, dude, chill out. Some people, man. That place they pissed off a lot of people. Apparently, they pissed off some officials, and so they were watching them like hawks from then on. And he was probably trying to get me to get that. He wanted to keep his floor spotless because he didn't want an official come up in there and see it on the floor or something and be like, oh, that's against EPA.